According to the American Heart Association's website at www.heart.org, heart disease is the #1 killer in women, and stroke disproportionately affects African Americans. Importantly, African American women are less likely than Caucasian women to be aware that heart disease is the leading cause of death. Diabetes, smoking, high blood pressure, high blood cholesterol, physical inactivity, obesity, and a family history of heart disease are all greatly prevalent among African Americans and are major risk factors for heart disease and stroke. What's more, African American women have almost 2 times the risk of stroke than Caucasians and more likely to die at an early age when compared to women of other ethnicities. Here are a few unsettling stats. Cardiovascular diseases kill nearly 50,000 African American women annually. Of African American women ages 20 and older, 49% have heart diseases. Only 1 in 5 African American women believes she is personally at risk. Only 52% of African American women are aware of the signs and symptoms of a heart attack. Only 36% of African American women know that heart disease is their greatest health risk. The truth about high blood pressure. More than 40% of non-Hispanic blacks have high blood pressure, which is more severe in blacks than whites and develops early in life. But why is this targeting African Americans? Researchers have found that there may be a gene that makes African Americans much more sensitive to the effects of salt, which in turn increases the risk of developing high blood pressure. In people who have this gene, as little as 1 extra gram, which is a half of a teaspoon, of salt could raise blood pressure by as much as 5 millimeters of mercury. The African American population also tends to have higher rates of obesity and diabetes, which puts them at a greater risk for high blood pressure and heart disease. But for many African American women, particularly those who consider themselves perfectly healthy, perception may not always be equal. So what's the solution? For starter, cut back on the amount of salt in your diet. In fact, make a serious effort to improve your overall eating habits by learning about heart-healthy foods and how to prepare them. And of course, if you're not already active, get moving. Try something like line dancing. I personally do line dancing for exercise. It's great and it's fun and you meet a lot of nice people. Just Google line dancing or urban line dancing. It is a great way to exercise. What are the stroke warning signs? Sudden numbness or weakness of the face, arm, or leg, especially on one side of the body. Sudden confusion, trouble speaking or understanding. Sudden trouble seeing in one or both eyes. Sudden trouble walking, dizziness, loss of balance or coordination. Sudden severe headaches with no known cause. My personal suggestion to you, relearn the natural taste of food. How do you do that? Buy an assortment of fresh vegetables. Wash and cut a few pieces of each vegetable. Then close your eyes and taste each one raw and just chew it thoroughly and savor the flavor as you've never tasted it before. I believe you will be amazed of how delicious vegetables really are before you add salt or sugar. Try this simple experiment every week until you have relearned the natural taste of food. Thank you for joining us. My name is Karen Barron with segment 1 of The Natural Taste of Food. You've been listening to music from Classified Records, composed by CJ, Stelladonna, and Da Vinci. Need original music for your company presentations, radio or television commercials? visit www.classified619.com. That's www.classified619.com.